This is Irontrader. It is the last call of the day. So take a look here at crude oil, at natural gas, Bitcoin, gold, silver, and we'll take a look here at the indexes, which are bleeding out pretty red. Nasdaq at its worst. Okay, at the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude and natural gas, along with the EIA report for natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy something stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, here we have crude oil. Now I can see she's moving up here very, very nicely on the old Trump's comments. He said they want to get a deal negotiated here, and he wants to be done and out of this war within 2 weeks. Never going to happen. So you always have to look at that. And the other thing is too is even if you shut this war off today, this is going to be a long time in coming. This crude oil is not just going to sell right off down to the 50 level again. It's just not going to happen. Okay, it's going to take months to get this all started up again, get those ships all going. Right now, I mean, you're getting low like on jet fuel and natural gas and with the LNG and and on the crude oil here. So again, you're coming into summer driving. So you just expect higher for long. If it comes right on down here, yeah, we have targets at 86. We have come down to 73. But I think it's not going to come down here anytime soon, even if you get this war kind of assault situation. Now, T-Man wants 15 points that he laid out for him. Iran, negated that, and they said, no, we have 5 points. The problem is they want, they want to get paid for all the damage that is done. I don't think that's ever going to happen. They want complete control over Straits of Hormuz. That's not going to happen. And then you can't blow up their leaders at all. I don't think that's going to happen. So it's going to be a very, very tough time here. Okay, so realistically, I am long the UCO, and I'm also trading the UCO for the long on crude oil. Now again, basically, T-Man gave him 5 days, which ends Friday. So we got to see what's going to happen Friday or maybe over the weekend. But remember, see through all this nonsense here, because he just came out and made a statement that says, Iran is begging for a deal. They're not begging for a deal, okay? They're not begging for a deal. He's trying to calm the markets, and I get all that. But again, this is a long time in coming. This is not going to be no one-day deal and say, okay, we got a peace agreement, we're going to get everything we want. It just does not work like that, okay? So right now here, what we're watching here is this 8-day. You can see we're pinned pretty much right through that, 83.83. We're sitting just a little bit above that situation, okay? So this is going to be your key level here. Is going to be that, got to hold that 8-day. If not, we come over to yesterday's high, 91.73. Today's low, you're looking at 90.71. And then here's the key level. It's going to be this 86.92. That's your 21-day. We lose that, you come out here at what do we got here? Okay, yeah, right here at 84.37 level. Then we can venture down here to your 81.79, and we come down here to your 76.73, and then we just keep right on rolling, 74.97, and we'll be looking right here for this 73.18. That's going to be very, very key. Now, again, to also watch very, very closely is this 75.55 level, this 200 SMA, because a lot of times what it is, when it gets above that, it wants to come down and retest it, and then it can just crack right on up. So if we look to the past here, okay, this was that Iran-Israel war, okay? So you can see where it came off, made a high of 78.40, came all the way down to 64. You lost $14, just like that, just like we did here. Okay, we had that high of 101.67 and a low of $84. So you can see where it can come off really hard if you do get a deal. So just remember that. Never have an opinion that you're just only long or just only short here. Just let the market tell you where he's got to go, okay? That's the key. But it just... Right now, I'd say the UCO has been just a phenomenal trade. It's sitting right there at 41.18. It got us low down into 37 level. It's just a great, great trader. So I own 5,000 shares, and I'm trading now. I bumped it up to 3,000 shares on your trading. So overall, I'm trading about 8,000 shares. So it seems to be working out very, very nicely. Now, on the upside, obviously, we want to watch today's high. That's at 95.44 level. And then what we can do is we can just venture right on up here. We have 97.19. We come up here, 99.32. We come up to that 101.67. This is what you're looking for right here. This is that 102.44. This is basically the recent high besides that spike high, okay? Because you notice that it spiked right out high, but where did you close? You closed at 85.08 there. So you never really, maintained it. It was just that spike high on the attack, okay? So 102.44 is the key. Now, what we always want to do is just go to the left of the chart. 105.05. That is going to be your basically your next target. We come to the bottom there. You got 106. 40 level. Then we come up here. We have this 111 level. Then we have 114. Then we can just march it right on up here to this retest here at 119.48. If it gets back in the area, we have to see what happens. Does it break through, or does it stop right there? And then we have to look at this 123.68 and then 130. If it breaks through there, that would be your upside targets. But for right now, we're just watching that 21-day and we're watching that 8-day kind of a situation. Now, this looks like a possible bear flag situation, so just be a little bit careful kind of a situation because you have a nice pull, and then we had the flag running up here. But again, if it keeps on rising up here and we start getting up to this area, well, that negates that pattern completely, okay? So again, on the downside, just watch this key level here. We lose it on that 86.91. Then you want to look to the bottom of this candle here because that was the recent low at that 84.37. Then you could come all the way down to that 73. But it's going to take something really big here in order to do that. It's not only going to just take a ceasefire. It's going to take a lot because these negotiations, I don't even know who with Iran, who exactly they're going to Pakistan here to get answers. Okay, so what does that tell you? I mean, there's nothing really clear because I don't know who the leadership is basically in Iran, and no one else seems to know who's team man is even talking to here. So just kind of thief through a lot of this BS here and just trade these charts. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Alrighty, here we have natural gas. I can see here we had that nice good run. This is the weather coming across the U.S., and now we're just pretty much flatline kind of a situation here, okay? So bottom line here, this is what we're looking at here on the upside. We're looking for this 8-day, that's 303. We're looking for that 21-day, that's 303, okay? So nothing's really changed here. We get above that, then we come up to that 315 level. We come up here to that 327, and then we come up here to that 342 level. And then we look at that 200-day, that's 354. And then we can basically venture to the top of there, 373, bottom there, 381, and then 383.9 as your 100 SMA here, okay? Now, on the downside, what we really want to watch is just watch that 286 level. That's going to be right in this area here. If not, we come right down here to this bottom is that 277. That's going to be the target, okay? So, again, if we lose that 277 level right there, then what you look at, just go kind of weekly here. Very, very simple, okay? 268, and then we'll come right down here to 262, okay? Then all we do is just bring these price channels right across. How simple that is. 221, we come all the way down here to 187. You come down to the retest on 152. I don't see that happening. I just see what we do is I just see we're just going to be holding this trend line here. Just look at these price channels. This is what we're going to be trading, okay? 349 on the high side, 277 on the downside. That's pretty much what you're trading. Remember, you're in the shoulder season now, mid-February through March. But again, you get some really hot weather, which is really coming through, and it's coming through very early through California and Texas and Arizona, that whole area. And if that continues here through the summer, well, you got to have air conditioners on. What do you got to have? Power plants. What does it do with power plants? It's natural gas. Okay, so don't give up on this. This is basically just a trading situation. Okay, so I do UNG for the long, KLD for the short. Now, I did scalp a little bit of KLD there today. It got as low as 20.51, the high as 21.67. I got 50 cents out of it, so I was happy with that. And that's trading 5,000 shares. I didn't scalp anything on the UNG. I didn't see it was worth it. It was like 11.79 and 12.10. And really, the only thing I'm watching here is basically bottom line is right here is this 303 area and that 303. So you got to get through that in order you can have like a nice clean run. They're just risk reward just isn't enough there for me. So just a little bit of scalp on the downside. And I was kind of nervous at that, but I put a stop loss in there, but nah, and that worked out pretty good. Okay, let's take a look here now at gold. Okay, here we have gold. Now you can see here what we do is we had the 8-day basically rolled right over. I'm going to see if that bigger up, make it a little more clear. Yeah, there we go. See how the 8-day rolled over, across the 21-day, across the 50-day, now we're crossing the 100-day, okay? There's nothing bullish about this. Yesterday we ran up and where to go? Stopped it just like a total wall right there at that 100 SMA here, okay? So right now, this is what you got to watch is 45.94. There's your 8-day, which crossed over, and then right above it is your 100-day, okay, at 46.15. We look at the weekly chart. What do we have here? 46.10. So, okay, so everything is sitting pretty much right there in that level, okay? So really 46.15 is what you have to get above, which would get you above this 46.10. Then we can go to the next level, okay? So we're sitting right here at 49.41. That would be your next big target, and then right above that is 49.45, okay? And then we get above that, well, we have the 50-day at 49.68. But right now, there's nothing bullish about this. We did have a bottoming candle came right down to that 200-day, Really nice scalp, and I haven't done anything since because I didn't see any way that you're going to try to get through this 21-day, that 100-day, and that 8-day. Just was not worth it for me, risk reward wise. And now we have this big ass red candle off of that topping tail. So on the downside, you want to watch today's low, 43.62. Want to come down here at that 43.06 level. And then what you're going to be looking at is right here is that 200-day at 41.10. We lose that. Very, very simple. We're going to come right there at 39.83. Okay, just like that. That's basically your target. So again, this is why you trade the charts. If it goes right into it. So when I look at this and say, hey, I'm going to trade gold, I can see where we held that 200-day nice, took a nice good scalp. But then when I see the next time, I'm thinking, oh, next day, I'm thinking, well, wait a minute here. What is your risk reward here? You got that 200-day, 21-day right above it. You got the 8-day right above it, and you got the 100-day. To get through all of that, you're going to need a huge catalyst in order to go higher. So to me, the risk reward wasn't there. I only traded on the long side, GLD. So again, no trade, but we had a really nice trade there. Okay, let's take a look here now at silver. Okay, now silver has been a very good, very nice scalping. I did no scalping at SLV today because there were just nothing was there. Okay, you got a little bit, but again, I look at what do we have for resistance here. Okay, so what do we have there? You got 73.26, and then we look right up here. What do you got? 71.93, and then we look at here at 73.48. Yeah, 8-day cross that 21-day, 50-day cross now across the 100-day. You're pushing the price down. And look at yesterday, we had a topping tail. When you see that topping tail, what makes you think that it's going to blast right through? You're going to have a huge catalyst in order to do that. But with this war situation, the silver, the gold, that's not working. The Bitcoin, that's not going to work. These are trading with the overall market on the upside, okay? So just always remember that. So right now here, we got to get through that 71.93. You have to get through right there, that 73.48, and you have to crack above that 73.26 level, okay? If you can, here's your big target, 79.33. Next big target, 80.43, and then we have your 50-day sitting right above it at 85.27. But for me, there's no trade here on the long side. On the short side, but I don't trade silver short. I just traded on the long side, same way with the gold, just on the long side. So right now, what I'm watching, we got down to this low here. Today, you have 66.70. So what I'm looking here right there, we have 66.11. So we're holding that. That's going to be your key level. Next level, we're going to come down to, we'll come right down to that price channel, 61.121. We lose that. Here's your target right there. Very easy at 57.40. Okay, see how easy it is? We lose that. We're going to come right here to the 50-day, 53.51. Now, these could be really good buying opportunities. If you hold that price channel 61.21, if you hold that on a closing basis, or if it pops down and drops up, that could be a good buying opportunity. If it holds that 200-day, that could be an opportunity. Okay, we have this 50-day. That could be opportunity. So don't ever look at it and say, oh, it's solid, it's not going to go nowhere. No. Look for opportunity. To me, I'm just a long trader, so that's what basically I'm looking for. Can it hold that 61.20 retest? Can it hold that 57.40? Can it hold that 53? If it comes all the way down here, I think it'd be a great buying opportunity and take that bad boy long. Okay, let's take a look here at Bitcoin. Alrighty, here we have Bitcoin. And we still have an uptrending chart going here, okay? So don't get me wrong. It's just that this is trading with the overall market situation. So today we made this low of 68.100. We're looking for the bottom there at 67.460. So far, we're holding that. So our uptrend is still very, very much intact, okay? So this is what you're looking for on the downside at 64.460. We're going to be looking for the bottom of that candle there, 685 level. We'll come down here to 6,500 flat. We'll come down here to your 62,590, and then we have your big retest down here at 60,500. We lose that. Well, we got right there, 59,475. But you can look at here on the weekly. See how that 21-day rolled over, the 8-day rolled over? There's nothing bullish about this right now until we get and close back above that 8-day. Okay, if we do that, close above that 8-day, then we got a good shot of taking it back up here. But again, on the upside, this is what you want to watch, is that 73.98. That's going to be very, very key. Next level is going to be right there, 79.06. This is very, very strong resistance, that 21-day and that 8-day. Okay, we get above it, there's your target at that 50 SMA. And then we get above that, we can come right here at that 76.190 level. Okay, very, very, very simple. Now, if you can get above it, well, here's your target right there, 21-day, okay, on your weekly chart. Okay, if it gets above that, 100-day daily chart, and then it gets above that, 98. Now, I think right now, you got a good consolidation going here, okay? Now, the key is, will it going to go actually break down like it did here? So right here, we had this really nice, good consolidation, and it looked like it wanted to rally up here, and then she just fell right back down again. So you got to be very, very careful. But right now, it's consolidating, but that doesn't mean that it can't go rip right back up. When you look at this, we had a low, higher low, higher low. We had that good uptrending chart, and all it takes is just that one big ass candle, and boom, she can come right on down, kind of a situation here. So your big key levels here to watch if it sells off, watch that 60,005 and watch this key 59,474 level. That is your 200 SMA here. Okay, let's take a look here now at the indexes. Alrighty, here we have the Dow. Okay, now you can see here daily and weekly chart. Okay, so basically the same old thing. Okay, you're right below this 8-day. And now look at that 8-day, looked like it was flattening out. And now look at the 8-day, it curled right back over. Okay, she's going down. Look at here. We popped right up here. We put a tweezer top in. Okay, see, it looks like a little tweezers. Okay, and it came right on down. Okay, you could not get above this 200-day. That is everything. Upside, you got to get above that 8-day. Next in line is that key 200-day. We get above that, your big target is going to be your 21-day. Yeah, we can go to 100-day, 50-day, and all the way up here. But let me tell you something. If you're not getting above this 200-day, this 21-day is going to be extremely, extremely strong. Okay. Now here on the downside, we're watching today's low, 45,953. We're going to watch the bottom of this candle here at 45,769, and then we'll be watching right here this 50-day. By Friday, we need to hold this 45,783. If you don't, you're going to retest this 45,369 very easily. Now we lose that, you're going to come right here. There's your target, is that 100 SMA. Yeah, it looks like it's down there quite a ways. But again, once you start losing these really key levels, just like we lost this 200-day, okay, once you lost that 200-day, where did it go? Really quick, all the way on down there. And that's the same thing that can happen here. You lose that 50-day, boom, you could be right down to the 100-day just like that. All right, let's take a look here at the S&P. All righty, here we have the S&P, and you can see here the same thing, waterfall situation. Went up yesterday, what? Got above the 8-day. Look, she's rolling up. 200-day stopped it cold, closed right below everything. Okay, so you got to right now upside. You got to get back above that 8-day, or 8-day, 65.85. Next level is going to be the 200-day. We get above that. Here's your target, 67.12. Just that simple. We gotta hold 64.80 on a closing basis. That is going to be key. You lose it, right here is going to be your target at 60,081. Now, if it gets down here, don't look at this as a big negative. Okay, look at this as, hey, wow, if it holds this 100-day, this is a buying opportunity. Okay, that way we take it right back up again. But again, look at this 8-day, how it rolled over. Okay, now we're going to cross there. It's going to be strong resistance. This is a trader's market. You're going to have a lot of volatility, not just now, not just till that war over, because when that war gets kind of like settled out, you'll have a good relief rally. But then I think you're going to come down. You've got a lot more issues going on here. It's going to take a long time. You've got massive inflation that's going to be rocketing in here over time. I can see gasoline prices already up over $1. Okay, about $1.10 now of what they were. And that's going to be affecting everything going in down the road. Okay, so bottom line, on the downside, 64.73. And right here, this is key right here, 64.80. Okay, so right there, 64.73, 64.80. This is your key levels that you have to hold. If not, there's your target. Okay, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ looking ugly. Okay, 24.19. Retested that bad boy, 23.988. Okay, boom. See that? Double top. This is why I was saying you're going to have a 5 to 10% correction. Unless you close back above that 24.19, it's going lower. And look what's happening. Now we're really starting to break down here. Okay, so this couple key levels, look where we are now. Now you're below that 21.522. Okay, look at right here, 21. Okay, 601. Now we're below that 50-day. That's very, very strong. Your next level is going to be right here at that 100 level. Okay, don't think you can't get there. You can get there in 1 day. Okay, easy. Now, RSI, this is not oversold. That could go down. This is not oversold. This could go down. This is not oversold. This is not oversold. This could go way lower. So again, got to hold that 21,601. If not, there's your target. We lose that, come right down to this gap here. Okay, 18,472. We looked at a high there, 18,096. Gap and fill. If we start losing that 100-day, you come all the way down to that 200-day. You come down to this retest down here. Okay, but again, look for opportunity. Now, easy way I've been shorting this is with SQQQ. Working out very good. My favorite trade on alongside is TQQQ, but that's a nice basket. But that thing is down 6% today, but I'm looking for a buying opportunity in it. Okay, we come all the way down here. We'll be able to hit that. And if, say, it hits this and it holds it, or if we hold this area here, or we could come down and hold this area right here at that 20,204 level. That could also be a very good possibility. Okay, but look for opportunity. That's the key. Make a whole list of the stocks that you want. Okay, like you say, hey, I like Meta or Apple or Amazon or Nvidia. Make a good list of say, hey, I want one, and then we're gonna buy that on the cheap. That's what I'm doing. Last year I did the same thing with TQQs, and I tripled my money. Okay, just being patient. That's the key. In the meantime, I'm taking SQQQs, do a little short ski. In the meantime, while we're being waiting here. Okay, so this is a trader's market. My Dow's down over 400, Nasdaq's down over 400, S&P's down 100, and I think we can go actually lower until we get some kind of a resolution going on with this war. All right, I'll be back here tomorrow. Remember TGIF tomorrow, and remember trade what's in front of you, not what you want. Wow.